What's going on, dudes and foxy dudettes? Today's video is for the aspiring content creator. I'm going to give you some advice that I wish somebody would have given me when I first started out, but I figured out anyway. It's going to be about equipment. Should you buy new or should you buy used? We're going to talk about it, discuss it, so stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Well-Rounded Dude. My name is Chris. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we cover a whole bunch of topics, not just about content creation, but pop culture, hair care, cologne, style. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we talk about, and if that sounds interesting to you, please drop a like, click subscribe. We're a young channel trying to grow, and every like, sub, comment, share helps us out tremendously, helps the channel to grow. So without further ado, let's hop into today's topic. So the inspiration for today's video comes from the fact that I need a new camera lens. For those that don't know, I don't just do video creation, I also dabble a little bit in photography, and there's some stuff I need to do that requires a telephoto lens. And looking at the prices and trying to figure some stuff out and auditing my own equipment, I came to the realization that 99% of the equipment I use for the channel or any of the content creation I do has been purchased secondhand. It's been used. And that's not something that gets talked about enough, in my opinion, when talking to content creators. When I first started out, I knew what I wanted to do, and I started filming videos with my cell phone. Not this particular one, but you get the idea. And the whole idea was to save a couple bucks. I didn't want to invest too much because I felt if the channel didn't work out, then I would have put a whole bunch of money into equipment and, I'd be out that money. Now, the truth is that, if you do invest the money and change your mind, you can always let it go, sell your stuff, you'll get some of your money back. Hence, secondhand markets. But I was just extremely nervous about investing a ton of money. As a matter of fact, I put $100 into it, not knowing how this was going to go, and I was nervous about that. $100 is a lot of money. I hear you. I feel you out there. $100 is a lot of money, especially when you're investing that in something you don't know is going to take off. And so for the longest time, I shot on, like I said, my phone. I bought one of those ring lights from Amazon. I got a inexpensive mic kit so you guys could hear my voice, and it worked for a while. And then once things started to pick up, where I felt comfortable enough to invest a little bit more, where I knew I needed a camera, I needed microphones, I needed lighting, stabilization, AVLS, audio, video, lighting, stabilization. That's the most important thing that you can remember in content creation. Backdrops. I knew I wanted to invest a little bit more. But looking at the cost of things, it was enough where I knew I wanted to invest a little bit more, but not a ton. And if you've looked at prices on camera equipment, it's expensive. Any kind of videography equipment is expensive. So I started looking at the secondhand market, and that's how I purchased most of the equipment. Like I said, my camera, the main microphone I use, all purchased secondhand. Some lighting. The lighting I did pay full price for, but there are some lights that I use for photography that came secondhand. All of it came at a good price. Now, I will say, if you're going to go the secondhand route, you want to make sure you do your research. That's the most important thing. Do your research. I purchased my camera and most of the microphones that I use off of eBay. If you're going to do that, research the seller, make sure they haven't screwed anybody over, because unfortunately people will love to take advantage. You want to make sure that, look at their ratings, make sure that people have gotten what they've been promised, that they're happy, and and always compare those dislikes, and then actually read the dislikes. That's one of the first things I go to. It's kind of like a negative thing. It's like, all right, who said what about this guy? Like, is it bad? And then kind of figure out that maybe it's just a person who bought it that just made a mistake or doesn't understand what they got. Another great place to go is Amazon. Amazon also offers a warranty. eBay does too, but sometimes it's like a verified seller thing, you know, and I mean, I get nervous, you know, when I purchase something secondhand, and I advise you to be very skeptical. There were some microphones I bought that at the time were like top of the line that I came across at a extremely discounted price on Amazon, so much so that I called the seller, and it turns out it was from a camera, photo, video store where they sold all kinds of camera equipment. So he's like, it's just secondhand. That's what it is. And I bought it, and what was cool was it came with a case that wasn't even advertised, and if I had bought it brand new, I wouldn't have gotten that case. So do your research. Learn about their return policy, so if you're not happy, there's no issues in the returns, and make sure it's got that Amazon or eBay verified seller protection on there. So again, if something happens, because sometimes it's not the seller's fault, sometimes it is the shipping, whether it be UPS, FedEx, or the postal service, sometimes things happen. You want to make sure that you're protected and you can get your money back. So be careful with secondhand sellers, but they are a great option. So I know I already touched on it before, but I just got to repeat it again. Do your research, and also live within your means. Do not go broke. Don't go into debt trying to build a content creation studio, okay? Take your time with it, okay? You know, get the things that you need first, but slowly build from there. If you watch some of my past videos, you know, if you watch from the beginning and all the way till now, which I would greatly appreciate, but you will see progression, okay? You know, I didn't go right out and buy everything all at once. It took time to build, you know, this arsenal, this content creation arsenal that I have of buying the different tools, the cameras, the tripods, the lighting, the backdrops, all of that, everything that I've mentioned, it took time to get. And that's why it's so important to do your research, because then you can figure out what's good from what isn't, okay? Don't just go and get the cheapest thing just because it's cheap. Do the research. YouTube is a great tool. I'm sure there's some content creator that has made a video about what you're looking at purchasing, and they'll be able to tell you, you know, all the high points and low points of said item, and, you know, figure it out for yourself, and you can put together, you know, a great content creation tool set or studio, for lack of a better term. It's been a long day, forgive me, but you know, you're not going to get it all in one day, and I wouldn't recommend that you try. You'll go crazy. All right, guys, I hope I helped you out in the great debate of whether you should buy new or buy used if you were having that internal struggle. Just remember, do your research, buy from a reputable person. You know, you got to figure out if that's the case. And also too, you know, there is nothing wrong with starting off with your cell phone or another device. Just, you know, understand that eventually if you are serious about content creation, you're going to have to step up, or you're going to want to step up. So just plan for that. And, you know, I wish you the best of luck. If you're a fan of me, I'm a fan of you. So go out and make that content. I want to see what your creativity comes up with. So with that being said, we will catch you guys next time. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the social media things. Help me fight the YouTube algorithm. Ring the bell. Be sure to check out thewellroundeddude.com. The website is really the hub of everything we do here. You will find links to past videos. You will find our Amazon storefront page, which it's just items that I've curated, I recently added to, that I think will help you out between, you know, hair care stuff, skincare stuff, and just some entertainment, some cool movies, some books. It's all on there. Be sure to go check it out. And, you know, with that, we will catch you next time. So dream big, start that channel, start posting TikToks, whatever your little heart desires. Start creating some content, and I can't wait to see it. Take care, guys. Peace.